It is still 1/27/2023. I went shopping again because I was sitting here today going, I could either spend 3 hours tomorrow or I could go to the beach tomorrow, which I don't know about you guys, but if I'm going to choose ways to spend my time, I'd rather be at the beach tomorrow. Now, it kind of depends on the weather because it's supposed to be maybe stormy tomorrow. So, I might end up working tomorrow and going on Sunday to the beach because 24-mile-an-hour winds do not sound particularly festive for nautical adventures. But anyway, I went shopping. I went to Poya and I went to NET. Now, the reason I went to Poya is I'm getting ready to go back to Taipei Damshui district. And once I land, I'm probably just going to be teaching like a crazy woman and going to Fisherman's Wharf. That's my plan for when I get to Damshui. And my favorite really cheap noodle shop. Any of the places I'm going, I don't want to do any shopping once I'm there. I'm like, no offense, I don't like finding new places. I found places that work. I'm getting the things I need now for the month, and then I'm just done. I usually do most of my shopping the first week after getting paid, and then I kind of just don't shop at all and just eat, and that's it. Not like eat excessively. But anyway, I went to Poya. My total was about $30. These are my face masks. The reason I have face masks. Okay, I think I said this in a previous video, but I don't know for sure because my memory is not that great. But the one thing about Taiwan is moisture. It really dries out your skin. So the first month and a half I was here, I'm having peeling skin and really, really dry. So I'm not getting these because I really care about how my face looks. I don't like having scabby cheeks. So I got, these are like 60 cents a piece. So I've got Skin Pore Clarifying Minimizing Mask, L-ascorbic acid brightening mask, 2 of each, Bird's Nest collagen hydrating masks, and they have the cute little designs on them. Deep cleansing pore minimizing mask, deep ocean water saturide isomerate mask, and milk extract brightening mask. I found that if I wear one of these a day for like 30 minutes, it really helps me not scab as much, which so this was like, I don't know, 60 times 2, 4, 10, 12. I spent about $8 on face mask. I also spent about $1.50 on these little Kleenex packs that I can put in my purse because this is just easier to carry around for tissue. So I love the little girl with this nose blowing. Very cute. I also bought one of these for about $1.25. I don't know, it's Sakura scented. It really smells like nothing, but they're just handbags to have around the house. More masks. Okay, I spent about $12 on masks. Let me see here, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I spent about $12 on masks, but I will have no regrets on this deal. Okay, I will probably take some of these to Vietnam or Thailand or wherever I'm headed next. So aloe vera and vitamin E mask, because I sometimes forget to, I don't wear them every day. So I'm like, okay, hyaluron cleansing mask, emblem thing. Pearl masks. I know this sounds weird, but the pearl masks work wonderfully. I don't know why, but they do. So anyway, collagen mask also works great. And aloe, fabulous. So I have like, let's see here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 masks at like, which is, just a moment here, Okay, it was about $12.60 for 20 masks, which will last me at least through this month, if not longer, because I do skip sometimes because I'm faithful. So anyway, that's, and this is just in one of my friends. It's a postcard. It was like less than 60 cents. I also got these nose masks, which I don't know about you guys, but I think these are always a good plan, and they were running a very good sale on this. So you got 20 of these for $5.20. So I spent about, I don't know, 15 bucks on masky stuff to try to make it so my face is okay. I also got this for like $8. If you come to Taiwan and you're American, you're probably going to sweat buckets, which means that you don't smell the best. I don't know how the people who are from Taiwan do not smell, but they don't. It's like, and they also don't sweat very much. I'm like, I don't know. It's just a problem for me. So this is not really a perfume. It's a body fragrance, but I just put it on as perfume. I can't really find perfume here. I don't know why, but anyway. So this was the most reasonable body fragrance that smells good. So, and I can't smell very well. So I'm like, if I can smell it, everyone can smell it. So anyway, this I also got for about $2, a little less, but it's a butterfly hair clip, like $1.50, I think. It's also metal. I brought 2 butterfly hair clips with me, but they both broke because they were plastic. I also splurged and got myself some nail polish because I couldn't bring my nail polish with me. I had like literally 5 pounds of nail polish I wanted to bring with me in my favorite colors, but it would not fit in my bag, and they won't let me ship it from the US. But I left it with friends so they can have the nail polish and enjoy it. But I got these 2 for, let's see here, about $4 for both of them. So I was like, that's a good deal. I also splurged on this. This was $13. This was my big splurge, and I actually put on my list, Anna, do not be cheap and not get the nightlight, because I tend to do things like that and then regret it. But anyway, I have a nightlight that turns on and gives me solar, what do you call it? The aurora borealis. It's fabulous. But after about 2 to 4 hours, it shuts itself off, and then I wake up in pitch blackness, which I don't like. I have never liked pitch blackness. It just is not my thing. So I then always try to grab my remote to turn the aurora borealis back on and bring back normalcy. But this is a lovely cat nightlight for $13 that will stay on all freaking night. I do not have to reset it or try to find the remote in the dark, which just makes me feel a lot better, especially as I'm moving to a new apartment where I don't know how dark or light or whatever it is. So anyway, and it's rechargeable LED in different colors. So I was like, ooh, they had a bunny, which I normally love bunnies, but the bunny was frowning. So I picked the cat, which you pat to turn on. I mean, it's lovely. So anyway, plus I'm going, even if it shuts itself off, I can always pat the cat. No big deal. Pet the cat. But anyway, that was my Ponyo experience for about $30 US. So, there we go. Now, NET. I came to Taiwan with clothes. I did, and my clothes were very practical. I always first admit. I brought Target pants with great pockets, but they also make me look like 3 sizes bigger than I am, which I am a bigger person. I'm almost 6 foot tall, and I'm hippie after I turned 28. It's like I was a pole until then. And then I talked to my doctor, and they're like, Anna, this happens. You don't need to freak out. You don't need to go do HIIT workout. It will either go back to the way you were, or it won't, but it will be okay. And I'm like, I've talked to 3 doctors about this, and they're like, Anna, you're fine. And I'm like, you know what? I am fine. I like myself as a pole. I like myself hippie. I really don't care. But anyway, So I have my Target jeans, 2 pair, fair trade cotton. I also have a bunch of t-shirts and I brought a bunch of shells, but I had to throw away my sweater that goes over the shells, and I do not like walking around in sleeveless shirts. I do not mind sleeve like this, which is basically sleeveless, but there's a little cap sleeve, which makes me feel better. But I do not like walking around sleeveless. It makes me uncomfortable. And in Taiwan, it's considered kind of something women do, I guess, which I do not want to offend anyone here either. In Thailand, I don't think they really care unless they're older. But anyway, but even if they didn't, I can also burn and blister, which is no fun. So anyway, I went to a clothing store that had affordable clothing and looked kind of more Western than the other stores. I don't really like Western style. I really like Taiwanese style clothing, but I am much bigger than Taiwanese women. Like, Taiwanese women are what we would call teenager size. I mean, they come to my shoulder and they're about this wide. They have no hips and nothing on the front, really, which is very healthy, but is not going to fit someone like me because I have something in the front and I have hips. So, and I'm tall. So anyway, I went to the store and I was like, I'm sure they have and I found, because my shells are mainly black, I found this cute half crop black sweater with a zipper on the front, and it's hooded, which I love hoodies. So I'm like, this made me so happy. I'm like, it was $13. I was going, not on sale. That's just the regular price. So anyway, I'm like, NET ladies. Now I got the XL size. I could have probably worn the large size, but I didn't want to worry about it shrinking because it's that kind of fabric that you're not sure how it's going to wash. But anyway, I got that. I also am going to pull over in a heap for coffee with someone, which I haven't gone on a date in 2 years. I'm not really into dates. I'm into working and studying and enjoying Asian drama and taking long walks, because dating is confusing. And it's like, I don't have time for confusing, and I really don't have time to try to explain my life to someone else, because oftentimes they want to try to change my life. And I'm like, I don't want my life changed. I like my life. So I'm like, I just don't really date. And I'm demisexual, which makes it even more difficult for someone to date me. And I know that, and I'm okay with that, and the universe is okay with that. And like, I'm now 34. I'm like, I've been okay with myself since I was a kid, but I am even more okay with myself now. I'm like, I don't need someone in my life who isn't okay with me as I am. So I'm like, I just don't date. But my best friend said, Anna, you should probably not just shut the darn door on dating forever. I'm like, I didn't shut the door. I just don't date. And he's like, that's kind of shutting the door. So I'm like, okay. Well, anyway, I met this person and they said, would you like to go to coffee? And I was like, coffee is okay. But then I sat there and I totally panicked because I'm like, I don't really like lattes, and that's what everybody drinks here. And I don't want to order macchiato. And if in person, or have them try to pay because macchiatos are more expensive than lattes, and I don't want to be seen as being weird. So I'm like, I don't know. So I contacted my friends. I'm like, do you think they would think it's terribly offensive if I arrive like an hour early, buy my macchiato before they arrive, so that we just don't have this whole who pays for what deal? Because I don't even know this person really. They're a really nice composer, but I'm like, I don't know. And I did tell them, I'm like, I'm really tall and I'm P, which women here are much different than I am. So if that's a problem for you, full disclosure. I also said, you could read my profile. It does have my height on there. And it also has a picture on there, because my friend was like, Anna, you really should date and you don't go out anywhere. And I'm like, I will put up an intrepid profile that no one will ever bother me with. I'm weird, but I'm like, then I can tell my friend, hey, I did put up my profile, but alas, no one contacted me. I'm not a scary person, but I am a very deliberate person, and I found that most people are just either wanting someone who will marry them and have a lot of kids, which I'm like, I don't think I can even have kids. So I'm like, that's not going to happen. I will adopt children. That is totally in my game, which is not in most people's game. Another big thing, apparently. But anyway, I'm like, I will put up an intrepid profile on a dating website. No one will bug me. I did a free dating website because I do not want to pay for something. I'm like, I don't, if I'm going to have money, I'm going to spend it on boba. But anyway, or masks, or nightlights, something fun. So I'm like, I put up an intrepid profile that I thought would be very intimidating. But this person was like, we were chatting, and they're like, would you like to have coffee? And I'm like, I really thought you would ghost me after, a few chats and realizing I don't send pervy texts. I talk about, the Big Bang Theory or the weather. I just don't really, I'm not very romantic. So I'm like, I do coffee. Coffee is okay. So in a week from today, we are going out for coffee. I really don't see this going anywhere because I think he's going to take one look at the tall, frizzy-haired American and go, and then I'll open my mouth and say something like, my 10-year plan involves either living in Taiwan or Thailand and adopting a couple of kiddos because I don't plan on probably having my own. I would not say that on the first date, but I'm saying along down the road, and then ergo, and that's it. But anyway, so I'm like, but I am going for coffee, and I'm like, I really don't want to be in my Target pants, which I don't get weird, but I have lost some weight while being here, so my pants are baggy, and I'm going, I don't want to really be in really baggy pants, and I don't want to wear my jeggings either because I think that could be seen as offensive because they're more tight. And I'm like, I don't know what the proper attire is for coffee. Again, I don't really go on dates. It's been 2 years, and even before then, I didn't date much. I dated like a couple engineers. Very nice fellow for the one, not so nice fellow for the other. But anyway, they are hopefully all on their happy paths to where they need to be. But my point is, I'm like, I really should maybe get something that is more hip than my normal big pocketed clothing or my hoodie. Because my friend's like, Anna, if you just didn't wear, your hoodie all the time and your sweatpants, you would probably go on a lot more dates. And like, why would I want to be with someone who doesn't like hoodies and sweatpants? But I do see my friend's point. So I'm like, I cannot wear my hoodie and sweatpants. I didn't bring sweatpants to Taiwan. I thought it'd be too hot. Unfortunately, we're at like a low ultimate time for the weather, so it's like sweatpants would have been a good plan. But anyway, I did go to NET and I bought my black shell because I just wanted it for my tanks. I also bought this because cool. It's like Sheely had an ID lifters. I tend to gravitate toward guy clothes when I go to the store because they seem to be cooler and more comfortable than girl clothes. And it's not because I am gender fluid or anything like that. I really like guy clothes. I'm like, oh, that's cool. It bells. It has pockets. It is comfy. The shoulders fit, which for someone who's tall and broad shoulders is a big deal. So I went to the store and I was like, which fits me kind of like a brown paper bag, but it does keep the rain out, which was the purpose. I bought it from a train repairman on Facebook. Anyway, very good raincoat, but not the most stylish raincoat in the world. So anyway, I'm like, this is a nice, cool raincoat. So I bought one. But then I went to the checkout, and the guy was like, ma'am, if you buy 2, you will get buy one at full price, get one half off. And I'm like, okay, $7.30 NTD is $25. Okay, divided by 2, that would be about $32 for 2 raincoats, which makes it, and math is really slow for me, so it took me about 5 minutes between the conversion and the division and all that. And I'm like, I will go get another raincoat. He's like, okay, ma'am, I will hold your stuff here. But it's in okay, but still, it's it bells, and I believe that like the coat that Sheely kind of wears, and I Do We Love the House, which when I first saw that show about 2 years ago, I was like, I would love someday to have a coat like that. And now I have two. Anyway, yeah, this is my fashion statement. So I got two raincoats from the guy section because I went to the girl section, looked around at the jeans. I tried on some jeans. I'm like, they do not make jeans for tall, hippie people here. I knew this would happen, so I was like, I'm going upstairs to the boy section. I'm sure they probably have some kind of pants up there, maybe. So anyway, I did go up to the boy section, but I found the awesome raincoats, which I did not mean to get, but I was like, for $30, I am getting those raincoats. So, and they're very light, so they will not weigh too much in my suitcase. This is these were like $25. And they are guy jeans, but they're really cool. They have pockets. There's a theme here. I love pockets. It's like something that makes me happy and feel warm and fuzzy is boba tea and knowing that I have deep pockets that I can like put my blue blockers in as a random non-specific example. So anyway, I got which are really cute. And this seam here and these pockets here. And also they fit me kind of nice and a little more sleek than like these really big baggy pants, which look really good in Taiwan, but again make me look like 3 sizes bigger than I am, which I'm like, I really don't like that factor. So, and there's even pockets. I know, I'm weird, but I love pockets on jeans. It's like, oh, wonderful. So anyway, I think I'm wearing this to coffee, and that will probably be the end of that. I'll probably people would look at me and go, the American girl is wearing guy jeans with pockets and a guy raincoat. But anyway, I'm like, it looks cool. They're very sleek. I love how they tighten at the leg, and then my raincoat will bell at the top, which is probably going to be raining next week. I mean, no offense, it always rains in Damshui. I don't know why. Ever since I arrived, it's like rain, 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 rain. So anyway, I got those for about a total of 60 something on my clothes and 30 something on the other. Now, I was feeling a little bad about this, but I'm like, Anna, I never go shopping for clothes. If I get my clothes, I usually get them off of Facebook Marketplace used. And I'm like, it doesn't kill you to buy new clothes like every once in a blue moon. And I'm like, I'm not going shopping once I get to Damshui except for food. So I'm like, I don't need to worry about this. The only thing I really have to pay for still is my 2 storage units and my flight ticket. So I'm like, that still leaves me quite a bit left over. So I'm like, it's going to be fine. But I did put this on my credit card, which I'll pay at the end of the month anyway. So I'm like, it doesn't really matter. It's irrelevant. You'll take care of it, you know, on the 20th or whatever. So anyway, but that was my day. And I'm going to go have my dinner. It is a bean curd mochi ball soup, which will be fabulous. And then I'm going to have a lovely meeting with the wonderful planner of our collaboration convention. She does a fabulous job. Marsha, it's like, wow. She just, oh man, I don't know how she does it. She sent me the rough draft today for the convention in February. I was like, wow, I don't know how you do it. But anyway, I'm going to go talk to Marsha. I always get the name confused. Marsha, I think it's Marsha. But anyway, I will be going to go do that after I eat my dinner.